I woke up so early this morning to go to the sawmill to buy this firewood because I know I'll be preparing or processing this raw rice all the way from the farm. This rice was given to me by my fellow farmer. The man had if his farm close to mine, just opposite my own farm. So after harvesting, he gave me a few of it. Can you imagine that? He gave me five whole models of rice. Can you imagine? Can your farmer ever? Can your neighbor ever? Do you understand? So this morning, after buying the wood from the sawmill, I arranged them and I started to pour the rice inside these buckets. These buckets I've been using it to process whatever I'm going to put in my mouth, like zobo, kunu, soya milk. So I thought to use it because last night, I no yesterday's evening, I made soya milk with this bucket. So I didn't wash it because I didn't wash the bag because I know I'll be using it to cook my raw rice this morning. That's why you see that it is this black. Usually after I'm done using the bucket, I use sachets and pure water sachets and omo to wash it. Have you ever tried using pure water sachets to wash the back of your pots? If you haven't, please try it. It works wonders. It is really really good. So after pouring the rice, I used this cloth to light up the firewood so that it can quickly catch because no time, you know. Fortunately for me, the woods are very dry, so it's so easy for the fire to catch. These clothes are the clothes that the kids are no longer using. Usually, I would dash them out. That's what I do for clothes that we don't use, including shoes. But because I've learned from my mistake, I've learned in a very hard way, and I wouldn't want to learn that kind of thing again. I thought not to be. I decided not to be giving out my used clothes or the kids' used clothes to anybody. If I'm giving anything to you, I'm giving you something that we've not used. You can do whatever you want to do with it. So these clothes I brought them out last night. Because I did a thorough cleanup yesterday, I brought out things that I and the kids are no longer using to go dispose them. So I decided to use few of the clothes to light up this fire, and then the rest I'll take it outside to go burn because I know there are some shoes too that are bigger than the kids now. So I'll just go burn them outside later when I'm done with this. I want to quickly do this and cook this rice so that the sun does not come and meet me here because it's another thing to be cooking with firewood. It's another thing to be cooking with firewood under the sun. That's double fire. Do you understand? So after using those two woods to wedge the pot so that it doesn't bend or fall off the charcoal wood, I decided to use this broken ceiling to cover it so that it can steam up a very very fast. Like you can see, anybody that see me doing this will think I've done it before. I've never done this before. I've never processed rice before. It's just that I grew up in the north and I have a little knowledge of how they used to do it back then. I never knew there's an upgraded way of preparing or processing raw rice. Anyway, we learn every day. So the fire is burning, is really really burning, and so I want to use this opportunity to clean up the mess I made. You can see from the ground. While I was cleaning the rice, there were some dirt that fell off the ground. You can see I just stepped on them, and so I would just use the opportunity to clean up the place since the rice is cooking in the fire. Because of the way the fire was burning gracefully, I thought to go check what is if it has started boiling or it has started bringing out. Is it vapor? They call it flame vapor. Tell me if you know in the comment section. After checking it, I'm looking around to see what next I would do before I go check it again. And I decided to shake my body a little bit. I'm just here deceiving myself because in my mind I'm really doing the right thing. I don't know that I've committed a blunder in the process. Anyway, it is fine. It is fine. So I thought to shake my body a little bit and while away time before I go back to check what's on the fire. So now I've checked it out. I use that turning stick to turn the rice so that the one on top will go down and the one down will come up. This one too was a blunder. I'm going to tell you later. Yes, this one too was a blunder. Like I said, I've not done this before. I only have a picture of what I used to see that the Hausa people do while we're growing up. And so that was the picture I still had in my head, and that was what I was doing. And here I'm still turning. Hey God, God, I beg you. Anybody that sees this thing, I will think I know what I'm doing. I did not ask question. Funny enough, I had nobody to ask question, and I had nobody to ask this question. So I don't know. I don't know. Let me just be doing it. Anyhow, it turns out it is mine. It is my. It is my. It is my effort. Do you understand? I'm gonna learn from my mistake. The fire was actually very very hot. That was another mistake again, because I was told that after preparing this thing and I allow it to dry outside, I was told that I made a mistake. I would have just soaked it. That I'm supposed to soak the rice in a very hot, not very hot water, in a hot water, then leave it overnight. Then the next morning, I'll put it back in the fire with the same water I use in soaking the rice, and then put a little fire, and then leave it for a very little time before bringing it down, and then drying it to dry, leave it under the sun to dry, and then after it is well dried, I'll now take it to where they'll mill it. They'll separate the rice from the chaff. But I've already made a mistake already, and I've learned. So next time I know I'll do it much more better. I don't cover them now. I've covered it, and here I'm still adding more fire because I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just doing what I thought is the right thing to do. I added more fire, and that was a blunder again. At the end of it all, my rice came out very brown. It was a brown rice.